as long as I can remember, I grew up in the church. My family has always been really close-knitted, and we've been in the church since 1998.
I'm a little bit newer to Metropolitan. I joined in 2007. I've always been around the church growing up in my household. My mom is choir director. My dad's always been doing something.
I grew up with the youth ministry, and we've all became very close. When I'm at school or something and my friends, they don't really go to church, and I just see like their struggles, and it's just a blessing for me to say that I didn't really go through those things.
At school, you see all these people arguing and holding grudges and who are bitter because, no one really is showing care for them. But when you grow up in the church, you always feel a sense of love.
I can go to school now and talk to people about church now. It's because the foundation here was so strong. I do spoken word. Tiara is starting to sing, and just like Georgia and Sam, actually they do poetry.
Not guilty. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just heard it. Did they let a killer go free on a not guilty verdict? I guess we live in a country where a hoodie, Skittles, and tea makes you the criminal, but only if you're black, and if you're white, they'll give you minimal. Well, that's if you get anything at all, because recently they just told us that murder isn't wrong. And I'm not saying that every white person is a racist and every black person is innocent, but having a white judge and white jury might play into my benefit, especially when in most cases a black person is defending it, and the government seems sympathetic till you realize they're pretending it.
I'm a very shy person, but it's like when I do spoken word on stage, it's like all of that goes out the window, and then afterwards people will come up like, that meant so much, or this line just really touched me. And for me to, if I were to not share my spoken word, it's like, who wouldn't I have been able to help? Our church, I feel our church is really cool. Like, all the stereotypes aside, like, our church is really good, and it's like a home environment.
It's real close-knit, and it's not the place where you go and you feel like everybody's glaring at you and making sure you're not showing any shoulder, or making sure your shorts aren't below your waist. It's more of a free-flowing place where you can go and just be with God and get yourself together for what you need to go through in life, no matter what you're wearing. Come as you are is really something that's fully applied here.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Evan.
And this is my story.